Okay, so currently it's 6th of August 2025, and I'm in my journey to making, I don't know, maybe like $10,000 to $20,000 a month through my online marketing agency. And um I'm not pretty sure what I'm gonna say in this video because I didn't scripted it and I didn't plan any agenda. What I do know is um that currently it's like I'm at the stage of my agency where I'm focusing on just like getting clients. Yeah, that's the main thing. And alongside getting clients, I'm also focusing on just building out my service, just becoming as strong as I can in my service, so that whenever I sit down to work and I deliver results, I make sure that I fulfill, because the last thing I want, and the thing I'm actually terrified of, happening, is that I sell someone something because I'm pretty confident in my selling abilities, but then for just some magical random reason, I'm not able to deliver. And that is something which I cannot, it's just, honestly, it's just one of my, what would you call it, my worst nightmares. And even though, yeah, I know that this fear is totally irrational, and it's like the only reason I'm thinking this is maybe because of a like negative experience I had, which I did have like with one client in the past, where I technically was super confident in my ability and I knew I was right, but I just like didn't fulfill my promise, the one I made him. And it just left this little scar in my head that I need to, whenever I do it next time, I need to make sure that my shit is right, so that if I sell something to anyone, it's just proper. I don't want to sell shit. I want to sell stuff which actually brings results. Now, the thing is that, I mean, for me, business, it's much more about just personal growth, because it's pretty awesome that, like, I had a childhood where, for example, like talking to a bunch of people, running a business, making a bunch of money, all that stuff was not talked about and it wasn't common. For me, my parents and the social circle I grew up in, I think you guys already know, it was just the average one. So unfortunately, uh, but inevitably, I grabbed a bunch of belief systems from them, and that just still affects me to this day, which I'm trying to fix, because these fears of failure, and these fears of just not being good enough, and these fears of, oh, this is not gonna work, these haunt you. Like when people say it's you against you, this is what they mean, right? Because you against you basically means that it's just your old version which you're trying to kill in order to become a new person, versus the new person which you're becoming. And you do know that becoming a new person is the right thing, but that old person of you actually knows you because it is you, and it stops you because it's things like, oh no, because it's gonna die, right? So currently, like, well, anyways, I didn't mean to record this video to just get like philosophical. I just wanted to record this video to just get a grips of where I am right now, because the truth is that for the past a month and 7 days, I've been the most consistent and productive I've ever been in the last 2-3 years, and I'm pretty proud with that. So my goal is to just like understand, okay, where I am, to also understand and just like talk to you about where I'm headed and the things which I'm doing. So just a quick one, like, let me just show you guys my actual setup, if you don't mind. So this is basically my room which I currently work in. It's pretty dark. I prefer to keep it this way. I have a whiteboard right over there. Don't know if you guys can see it or not. Let me just show you guys. So yeah, this is my whiteboard, which I just try to, whenever I capture some good information or get some good ideas, I just immediately write it down here. And all right, let's just enter my to-do list, whatever, and just ignore the mess all over here. There's a glass of milk, and it's just like some air fresheners, and yeah, this is we have a bed, and here I have a monitor, which is like just mainly about like when I am learning something or doing something huge, I just use this monitor. Apart from that, I have this laptop, right? So in the laptop, I currently do my current main work, where I'm just consistent with the work. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know, like pretty weird room tour, but yeah, now you guys know where I work. So the thing is that currently, what would you call it? Like, I'm like in the process of getting clients. I'm also in the process of getting better at what I do, because I believe that like a good product is everything, right? Because once you have a good product, like a product which you are so damn confident in, that confidence shows in your marketing, that confidence shows in your ability to pitch, that confidence shows in your sales calls, it shows in everything, right? Because all the marketing, all the sales call, and all the funnels, and all the onboarding process, and all the delivery, it comes from knowing that what you're selling works. Because imagine if you, I don't know, man, this is gonna sound like a weird example. Actually, this is a weird example, I'm not gonna say it. So imagine if you were selling a cure for cancer, right? And you knew it worked. Now we know that unfortunately a bunch of people die a year through cancer. And if you had this cure in a clinical trial and you tested it and you knew it worked, just imagine the level of confidence you would have while pitching it. You wouldn't need to try to have so many persuasive tricks and hacks. Like, you would just say that, hey, I found a cure of cancer, and people would buy it, right? People think that to sell you need these high level of psychological leverages. I mean, sure, you do need it, because when you're selling a commodity or selling something which other people are selling, you need to stand out, right? And to stand out, you need to like build trust, you need to induce pain, you need to get people to take actions, and in order to get people to take actions, you need to mess with their psychology. So to some degree, yes, you need to have persuasion tactics, but it all comes down to having a good product. That's my point. Just a second, I'm currently like during this video recording, I'm actually sending emails because it's like just a part of my agency to do this stuff. Just a second, guys. So I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, like currently I'm focusing on client acquisition and actual product build. Apart from that, also like the biggest thing for me, at least, is just changing myself. And honestly, it sounds easier said than done, because some days I'm like so confident in my ability that yeah, I'm gonna change myself and super strong, but some days it's the opposite, and I just even hate thinking about it. I just want it to be at the top game always, because whenever I feel anxious about myself, I just, bro, it's the worst feeling, right? I'm allergic to just feeling anxious when it comes to work, because I want to know my shit. I hate not knowing something. I hate having blind spots. I hate like having any sort of chink in my armor, if that makes sense. So yeah, this is something I definitely need to work, and I will. I know, like, with enough repetitions and just keeping my emotions out of the equation, and just like enough volume and enough feedback. Those are the two things: volume and feedback. You do those two things and you technically get whatever you want. Let me just like keep this camera maybe on top somewhere so you guys can get a good view. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I don't know why I kept the camera up, but my point is that currently I'm building my agency and I'm trying to document every journey of it. Currently I'm just in the position where I'm building my product, just keep like sending outreaches, doing outbound like through DMs and emails, so that I can like get those first initial clients, build a proof of concept. And once I do have the proof of concept, I can just scale pretty easily, because once I have like 1 or 2 or 3 clients in the bag, and I'm delivering services from them for them by myself, right, with no other leverage, with no human leverage, then I have a proof of concept, and I can only scale when I have something which works. I can't scale problems, right? Because if I have something which doesn't work, if I don't know how to sell, if I don't know how to generate appointments, if I don't know how to write copy or build email marketing campaigns which don't convert, it's stupid to outsource that stuff if I don't know how to do it myself. Because if that person doubles his price, I'm dead. I'm dead in the water. So I need to, just learn these fundamentals. And honestly, it's exciting. Like for the past, maybe from the past like 5 or 6 days, or maybe like for the past, what am I saying? For the past month, or maybe even a year, I've been just super distancing myself from what do you call it? Comfort. Because comfort equals no pain, and no pain equals no growth. And I want to grow, and it's painful to grow, but it's what it takes. So yeah, I think I'm just rambling at this point. I got nothing much to say. I have like a pretty good busy schedule, so I must get back to work. But just wanted to record this one to get some, thoughts out of my head, to clear my mind from, just emotion overload and stacking. And I think it worked. So yeah, I'm gonna see you soon, someday.